So thanks for coming back. As you can see, I have pinned a double hem around the top of this, and I've actually used more pins than I would normally because of that stretch on there. And I'm going to sew it inside out so I can see exactly where I'm going, and I'm going to catch all of the hem in there. So let me just move my needle across again, pop it down, and actually I will increase my stitch length a bit. And don't be tempted to pull the fabric taut as you're stitching, because this is where the bias is. What should happen is that line of stay stitching that you've run that's now on the very inside of the hem should stop you being able to stretch this too far. But you just need to take your time with this. So there you've got your neatly sewn top edge. Flatten your bag out. The other thing with the bias, you'll find that actually you've got a bit of give in that bag. So if you try and stuff something in it that's a little bit too big, it will allow you to stretch it out a little bit. And then pop something like a hard surface inside. I mean, this quarters rule is perfect. Make sure it's in the middle. And then take the straps that you made earlier, just fold under that raw edge and line it up about here. That's very accurate, isn't it? And this is why you put something inside the bag, so that you can actually pin it on the flat without piercing the other layer of fabric. Couple of pins in there, and then work out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's on the 7th, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take the other end of your strap, fold that bit under, and lay it down like this. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 7. And then I like to sew these straps in place with an elongated cross like I've done here. That's not the neatest. Like I say, I came up with this idea last night, really, when I was packing stuff up. So this was one of those projects that I kind of did in a hurry because I wanted to get it out as a demonstration before I forgot it. So let's take it back to a normal stitch. Let's just take your accessory drawer off so you've got a bit more leeway. And to do a cross, start at the top of your bag and just run forwards and backwards to lock it. And then turn it so your needle is pointing to the opposite diagonal and run down there. Take your pin out before you run over it, run to the end, turn it again to go over the bottom, turn it again to go back up to the top on the diagonal, put your foot down before you try and sew, and then run down the right hand side, go backwards and forwards across the bottom, or forwards and backwards, and then forwards again, and then come up this other side. Just get rid of that. And then go a couple of times over the top. So hopefully, whatever you've got in that bag, your straps aren't going to fall off. So I'm not going to sew the other one. What I will just say is, when you come to do the straps on the other side, if you pop your board back in there again, you don't have to worry too much about measuring, because you can just line them up according to your first straps. But one thing you do want to bear in mind is that you don't put one set of straps lower down on the bag than the other, because what you'll end up with is one handle that's longer than the other. And although it's not really a big deal, it is quite irritating if you are as fussy as me. And as I say, I'm not going to sew this now because I've taken up so much of your time already, but essentially what you finish up with is a nice, about a 32 centimetre square tote bag with matching handles from 1 fat quarter. And if you want to line your tote bag, just make up the 2 square tubes that were in the second video and pop one inside the other and actually sew around that hem. We do have another tote bag video. If you have a look, search through our videos. We did one a couple of 3 years ago now, which is very easy to do. So you can use that same method to add a lining to your bag. But if you just want a way of using up all those odd fat quarters that you're never going to do anything else with, and to make them into something that's handy and used and not just sitting in your cupboard, this is the bag for you. Right, I've been talking too much now. I need a cup of tea. You need to make a tote bag. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon. If you've been inspired to create, please share your makes with us in the comments section below. And if you've enjoyed videos by the Crafts channel, hit the like button. Want to see more of us? Then click subscribe. See you next time.